Hi, I'm Paul. So I thought I'd create a video about DaVinci Resolve's preferences and getting it set up in a configuration. So this should be a short video. I've also created a free downloadable PDF. I'll provide the link in the description of the video. You don't have to provide an email address or any other information. All you have to do is click on it and download it, and I'll be using that PDF in this video so you can follow along later if you download the PDF and then you want to watch the video and go through it. So if you haven't already installed DaVinci Resolve, I'll put a link to the website in the description of the video, and the link to the website will also be in the PDF, along with a link where you can download the manuals. Okay, so if you've got DaVinci Resolve installed, just double click on the desktop icon, and what should open, you should see the project manager. And I also did a video about how to navigate this panel and how to organize it. I'll try to remember to put a link to the description of that video in this link. I only have a few videos up, so it's pretty easy to find it. So what you'll see on the PDF will be a little bit different than what you're seeing here. And the only thing that's going to be different is that this is what this icon is what I've created for this video. When you first install DaVinci Resolve, you'll only see this untitled project and nothing else. I created these other folders. So to create a new project, and that's what you're going to have to do in order for us to set up the preferences, you can either just double click on this, you can come down here to the new project button and select that, or you just come anywhere inside a blank area, right mouse click, and then select new project. And when you do that, this little dialog box will open up, and you just put the name of your project in there and whatever you want to name it, and then just click create. But in this case, I'm going to just double click this and open it up. Just to make sure that we're looking at the same thing, come up here to where it says workspace, then come down to reset UI layout and select that, and then you should be seeing exactly what I'm seeing. And you can do that in any of these tabs down here. We're going to be on the edit page, although it doesn't really matter, but well, I guess it does matter. But if you ever need to reset, you can, in any tab that you're in down there, you can come up here and just select reset UI layout. So we're going to be in the edit tab. So again, I want to follow along with the PDF. So just come over here up in the upper left-hand corner and select DaVinci Resolve, and then come down and select preferences, or you can just hold the Control and comma key, or if it's a Mac, Command and comma key to open up the preferences. Again, this is my only complaint with DaVinci Resolve, is that you have dark panels on top of dark panels, and it's difficult to see. So I'm going to close this down and just have this panel, this preferences panel displayed. The first thing we're going to do is go to select user. If system is selected, just select user. And you want to make sure UI settings is selected. And in this, the first thing we're going to look at is, well, actually the only thing, all the other settings in here are just the default settings. The only thing I've changed is this. And the reason I have it set at 200% is because I'm using 4K monitors. And if I have anything less than 150%, at 100%, it's almost impossible to read the text in the panels. It's really small. 150%, it's okay, but it's still small. But for a 4K monitor, I use 200%. If you're not using a 4K monitor, you're probably better off just selecting auto or 100%. If you need the text to be a little larger, select 150%, but don't select 200%, mainly because the screen might be so large you may have a difficult time getting it reset. So the next thing is to come down to the project save and load. And I have this in the PDF. One thing, and this is a default setting, but make sure that live save is on. That means as you're working on a project, you don't have to do Control S or go up and do File Save. It's DaVinci Resolve is saving it for you. You actually don't have to do that at all. So I have an N drive. I have a bunch of external drives. You can save this anywhere. You can save it on, if you just have a hard drive on your computer. I actually have two, but this is an external drive. And this is where I save the backup. It's a backup location. So I went in my File Explorer and I created in my N drive, one of my external drives, and I created a folder and named it DaVinci Resolve Backup Location. And then I came over here, used the Browse button, browsed to that location, and selected it. And then DaVinci Resolve added the Resolve Project Backups. So you don't have to add this. That will automatically be added by DaVinci Resolve. Then the only other thing is, the rest of these settings. Editing, I leave the default settings, color, Fairlight, playback settings. All of these are the default settings. I am not an expert at DaVinci Resolve. This is just the basics for beginners, and I'm pretty much still a beginner, but I haven't used any of these other things yet. So you can either save it at this point or just continue on. If you save it, you're going to have to go back and open up the preferences again, but otherwise just click on System. You want to be under Memory and GPU. What I did here, I honestly don't remember what this was, but I slid them all the way to the right. They may have already been all the way to the right. I don't remember. The GPU configuration, DaVinci Resolve, this is a dark gray down here. It might be hard, but it says NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080 Ti. That's my graphics processing unit that's installed in my computer. I have a graphics card. So it automatically detected it. I don't believe auto was selected. I think I went back and did that. These two checkboxes were already selected. And it recognized that I had a graphics card, that it was an NVIDIA. And so if this wasn't already checked, I checked auto and then just left it like that. The media storage location. So here's another thing. I'm using DaVinci Resolve Studio. So on my D drive on my PC, so I have two hard drives. I have two 2-terabyte hard drives. The C drive is just for the operating system, and when I install programs, the D drive is for everything else. And I have Windows 11. If you're drive is partitioned or not, it doesn't matter. If it's the C drive, just create a location on your primary drive on your PC. It's probably better to do that than an external drive because it'll be faster. And you can call it whatever you want. I just call it DaVinci Resolve Studio. If you don't if you haven't already done that, you can just click the Add button, and it will open up the File Explorer, and then you can just go to your drive wherever you want to place the folder. Then just click New Folder, name it whatever you want to name it, and then select the folder. And I'm just going to cancel because I don't want to do it. And then it will be added here. And you can add more than one storage location. You can add it on different folders and different drives if you wanted to for different projects. But for me, I put everything under just one folder. I don't have a necessity to have multiple locations. I'm not doing that much. The decode, video and audio I/O, and video plugins, I just left alone. I didn't touch anything. The audio plugins, now this is where I added some plugin effects, and these are audio effects. And these were added by a MIDI controller and a Kai MIDI controller that I had purchased. And when I installed it, it installed those files. And for some reason, they were added to DaVinci Resolve. And I haven't removed them. I just disabled them. So if you don't need a plugin, at any time you can come down here and you can just deselect it. When I installed the plugin, and it had nothing to do with DaVinci Resolve, but when DaVinci Resolve loaded, it automatically recognized that these plugins were installed and this is where they're located. This one, this Clarity VX, is for noise reduction, so I left that. This, I believe, was part of DaVinci Resolve, but these other ones down here wasn't. So control panels, general, and internet, I left alone. I didn't do anything. Internet accounts, here you can just select one or all, and there's even a Blackmagic Cloud, which I haven't even used. So you select, let's say for YouTube, and then you have to register, basically set it up with whatever your email address is and your password for your YouTube account. And then you won't have to, when you go to publish a video, you won't have to log into it. I don't do that. I just create the video and then I log in later to YouTube and then just upload it. Advanced, it's for advanced users. I haven't got to that point. And then when you are done, you click Save. And if this isn't the first time I'm saving it, so it prompts me with this little dialog box that do I want to update the changes I've made. So, and this is only after you've done it one time. If you go back and make changes, then just click OK. And then that is basically it for setting up the preferences. So I hope this helps you out. It gives you a little better understanding of the preferences. And again, there's a free PDF you can download and follow along with the video. So I'd appreciate it if you'd give the video a like, and thanks for watching.